Welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Sheikh Mausina, Assistant Professor of Department of Sociology, Purni Devi Chaudhary Girls College, Bolpur, Shantiniketan. The topic of today's discussion is Information Technology and Social Movements. So, in this module, you will learn about the role of information technology in altering the contours and nature of social movements in India. This point is particularly made with the example of some recent movements in India, for example, the anti-corruption movement, the Right to Information Act, movement against women's oppression in Indian context, as well as the Arab Spring movement in the Middle East and the Occupy movement in the United States in the international context. Now the question which arises is, how has information technology helped the social movements? So internet and social media like Facebook, Twitter, etc. are increasingly becoming accessible and affordable means of staying connected with friends and family members staying far wide. For example, if I am staying here and my sister is staying in the USA, so I can easily get connected with her daily through the means of either messenger, WhatsApp calling, etc. So with the help of this information technology, I can directly talk with her and even see her. Nowadays through WhatsApp we can just video call and just see what she is doing there far away in USA. So these are all different technologies which are helping us nowadays. So these information technologies are also providing opportunities to increase one's social and professional networks. They are also helping to express one's opinions. They are also helping to mobilize around commonly held beliefs and ideas. Activists on grounds are also finding it very useful medium of communication and extremely useful to advocate and mobilize for their causes. Through these, they are able to reach out to more and diverse people who otherwise would have been difficult to mobilize if these movements remain confined only to processions, gatherings, and meetings. Information technology has been instrumental in influencing public mind and initiate discussions and public opinion on a range of issues ranging from violence against women to corruption that affect the everyday lives of citizens. Information technology has played a crucial role to bring issues to the table, build consensus and mobilizations, and most importantly, brought a large number of people together which would not be possible otherwise. So now let's discuss about Arab Spring movement and the Occupy movement. The Arab Spring movement was originated in Tunisia, whereas the Occupy movement was originated in the United States of America. The Arab Spring movement began in late 2010 in response to the oppressive regimes and low standard of living. The Occupy movement in the United States began with the Occupy Wall Street in 17 September 2011 to protest corporate greed and resulting loss of financial well-being and opportunity for most of the population. So in both the movements we will see how different information technologies or agencies of information technologies has helped to gather momentum regarding these movements. Both the movements were greatly strengthened by information technology and social media. They were organized via social media, for example, Facebook and WhatsApp, Twitter, etc. Information technology has helped sharing insights and learning experiences. Social media created a virtual community for people to share information and mobilize support. Now, let us talk about anti-corruption movement. The anti-corruption movement began in 2011. Anti-corruption movement is a movement to fight corruption in public offices through the institution of Lokpal. Lokpal is an organization where representatives from political class and civil society. The anti-corruption movement would be the answer to the ever-increasing corruption disquiet in the country that affected all sections of the society. Fighting corruption was the top agenda of the movement. The anti-corruption movement was further strengthened with the help of media, both print and television, and widespread uses of internet, especially social media like Facebook and Twitter. In 2011, anti-corruption movement in India was characterized by a huge trust deficit in political class. It was actually the culmination of several such localized movements. It was particularly visible in the cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Delhi. These local movements, and later the massive one, were all characterized by huge trust deficit in elected representatives and the political class in general. Calling on government to address widespread corruption in public offices through better governance, the movement marked the beginning of a new kind of citizen activism, facilitated by widespread use of information technology and social media. Now let us discuss about the Right to Information Act. The Right to Information Act has further strengthened this kind of citizen activism in contemporary India. The roots of Right to Information Act can be traced to MKS's movement in Rajasthan. So it was the first time when right to information was used by the movement. It claimed exclusive rule to rationalize, process and practice the governance through resistance. The prime cause responsible for the emergence of this movement was workers, that is poor peasants and laborers' demand for money from elites who were acting as rulers, which they earned through their labor. The Right to Information Act has helped to empower citizens by giving them the right to access to crucial information from government offices and departments on several matters by writing a simple application to the RTI officers of the concerned departments. Before the enactment of Right to Information Act, it was very difficult to access information from the government offices and was very time-consuming process. Now let us discuss about the facts of Right to Information Act. The Right to Information Act first started when the Indian Parliament enacted the Freedom of Information Act in 2002 in order to promote transparency and accountability in administration. The National Common Minimum Program of the Government of India predicted that Freedom of Information Act will be made more progressive, participatory and meaningful. Decisions were made to repeal the Freedom of Information Act 2002 and enact a new legislation. Right to Information Bill 2004 was passed by both the houses of the Parliament on May 2005, which received the assent of the President on 15 June 2005. The Right to Information Act was notified in the Gazette of India on 21st June 2005 and became fully operational on 12th October 2005. This new law empowers citizens of India to seek any accessible information from the public authority and make the government and its functionaries more accountable and responsible. The law derives from the Article 19 of the Constitution of India that ushers several freedoms on the citizens of India. The philosophy of the law also comes from the principles underlying human rights and has been articulated in numerous human rights documents, which include these fundamental rights. For example, the European Convention for Protection of Human Rights and Fundamental Freedoms, the American Convention of Human Rights, the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Citizens' activism across India has used Right to Information Act as a powerful tool to get things done concerning everyday lives of peoples, like potholes not filled, garbage collection not done, not getting ration cards, not getting Aadhaar cards, etc. Online forums like like Mumbai activist committees regularly share stories of activism across cities through the internet. Many of the stories are about the success that citizens have received in their day-to-day struggles with the widespread use of the Right to Information Act. So, information and technology, especially the social media, played a huge role in bringing people together for mobilizing support. Popular figures, including celebrities, also joined the movement, pulled many people, educated youth and middle class, especially through the use of information technology, helped the success of this movement. Now let us discuss about the movement against women's oppression. Actually, in India, we have earlier also seen that there were movements against women's oppression. But nowadays, we have seen that the women's movement has been linked with the information technology. This is a new phenomenon which we saw after the incident of 2011. With the Nirbhaya case, we saw how women's movement has been attached with the information and technology, for example, the Facebook, social and other social medias. So in 2011, we saw how a 23 years old student was gang raped in a moving bus in New Delhi. We saw that although the incident had occurred in New Delhi, protest march had taken place all over India, even in small towns. For example, in Bardhaman, we saw how students took on streets to protest march against the incident. So the movement unfolded numerous forms. People took to streets, protested against the incident in social networking sites, and television channels constantly aired panel discussions and debates revolving the question, how safe are women in India? In Facebook and other social media platforms where people were very vocal about the use of capital punishment for the rapist in India. Such views were expressed in online forums across virtual space. Capital punishment in itself is a big area of debate which again has its own set of opponents and supporters with equally valid justifications. The incident triggered protest and raised serious questions, not only in India but also around the world. It was bolstered by information technology and social media. The information technology mobilized support and brought serious issues to the table. The issues of debate were safety of women in public spaces, administrative and judicial reforms, speedy trials and stringent punishment for the culprits, and most importantly, deeper societal changes. So we can see that it is the society. The society needs to be changed first. In the end, we can say that the information and technology, particularly the social media like Facebook and Twitter, has proved to be beneficial to bring people support for cause, campaign, mobilization, and recent social movements. Virtual space allows people to interact from different time zones, different cultural and geographical context, which physical space can never parallel with. This helps to bring many people together quickly and efficiently with very little costs. These movements therefore gained a much needed momentum and support in short span of time. Hence, the increasing use of information technology is crucial for mobilizations, solidarity, and garner support for social movements. In the conclusion, it can be said that the use of information technology and social networking has grown leaps and bounds along with the political diligence brought about by other forms of media and progressive tools like right to information. Information technology has greatly helped in success of recent social movements in India like Anti-Corruption, Right to Information Act, and Movement Against Women's Oppression. These movements succeeded in creating huge support base from the middle class, especially youth, most of whom have access to ITs. Hence, the increasing use of information technology is crucial for mobilizing the people, getting solidarity, and gathering support for social movements. We can say that there was the use of information technology in several movements in India. For example, the farmers' movements, the women's movement, the youth movement, the students' movement, tribal movement, environmental movement, etc. So all these movements took the use of information technology in organizing protest and organizing their social movements. Even the Mao movements, the Maoists also used the information technologies to organize the basis for their support. The farmer movement, for example, the Singur movement and the Nandigram movement were the instances where we saw the huge use of information technology and the social media like Facebook, Twitter, etc. People were supporting those cases. People were for them and they were not against those movements. So even signature campaigns were being organized to support the Singur and the Nandigram movements. People from far across the country supported the farmers and they were able to get their land back and they were able to protest against even the government. So in the case of women's movement also we saw how in case of the Delhi rape case or the Nirbhaya case, how government had to reconsider the law and changes were made in the law. So in the case of student movement also we saw the mass use of information technology and social media. For example, in the case of Jadavpur or Hyderabad or JNU, we saw how students mass protested against the incidents and it was all done with the help of mass media. For example, Facebook and again Twitter and WhatsApp. So people campaigned against those issues and protested against those issues. So the Maoist also used these types of internet and social media to gain support for them. So in this way, the use of information technology and social networking had grown and we have seen that it has greatly helped in success of recent social movements in India. The Mao movements also used the information technology, for example the Facebook, Twitter, etc. to gain support for them. Different environmental movements also used the information technology and social media, for example the Greenpeace movements. The tribals in India also used the information technology and social media to protest against the construction of various dams, roads, etc. And they used this media to gain the support of people and organize social movements. So signature campaigns were also organized on these issues. So we can see that the use of information technology was used in several social movements in India. For example, the farmer movement, the women's movement, the youth movement, the students movement, the tribals movement, the Maoist movement and the environmental movement. In case of the farmers movement, we saw how in Singur and in Nandigram, people used information and technology to gather support of various sections of population and create social movement for them on the basis of the specific issues. The big corporates, they just wanted to make industries on the lands of the farmers. Now the farmers, they didn't want to give their land, so they protested against the multinational corporations and even the government. So to support them, even signature campaign was made and was being organized with the help of information technology. They took the help of Facebook, Twitter, etc. to gain support for them. Now in case of women's movement also we saw how after the Nirbhaya case, government was made, government had to change and reconsidered the enactment of the law. And in case of student movements also we saw how in Jadavpur, JNU as well as in Hyderabad, students took mass protest and they protested against several issues were totally backed up by the information technology and social media. Social media was used to organize support and mobilize people on the issues of on the specific issues. In case of tribal movements also, we saw that different protests were organized where tribal people, they didn't want to leave their land, they didn't want to give their land which was taken by government or other multinational corporations for any development purpose. For example, dams were being constructed, roads were being made by taking lands of the tribals. But the tribals protested against those issues, and they also took support of information technology and social media to gain support for them. So we can also say that the Maoists also use the information technology and social medias to gain support for them and campaign for their issues. In case of environmental movement also, we saw how information technologies was used. For example, the Greenpeace movement. So in all the cases, we saw that information technology has greatly helped the success of all these movements, and the social networking agencies has grown leaps and bounds along with political diligence. Hence, the increasing use of information technology is very crucial for mobilizing people, gaining their support and bringing mass solidarity among them. So in order to get more information on the specific issue and the specific module, you can just go to the website of EPG Pathshala and just know about the specific matter clearly. Thank you.